And our tight end is Kyle Pitts this week. Last week was his first game with more than 8 points since week 8, Jay. The Jets defense will do that. Tight ends have had big performances against them this week. But he's got Seattle on deck, who also is not great against the tight end.
Yep, so I think you keep it open on Kyle Pitts, which is a strange thing to say out loud. We'll see Drake London and his health, and that'll change the state of the offense. But ultimately, you cannot run the ball on Seattle. Their rush defense is completely dominant. I know the Falcons will try because that is what they're going to need to do. But regardless, 8 targets in that full game. Kirk Cousins looked a bit better than expected. I thought he looked completely done in the Miami game initially, but he's been serviceable the past 2 weeks.
Some throws.
Yeah, made some throws. Right. Is a good way to put it, Connor. He's been able to make some throws of the football.
But
no, it doesn't move, and they don't have a ton of zip on them. But he has been able to. He was able to get Kyle Pitts 82 receiving yards. So I think that in this tight end landscape, that Kyle Pitts is startable. He's at the lower end of startable, but I would keep it open, Matthew.
Jay, I agree with you. I'm a tight end 8, so lower end of startable, but still a tight end 1. I am keeping it open. You mentioned the targets last week. 23% target share since week 7. That's, one of the highest among all tight ends over the last, handful of weeks. And it's actually not a scary match against Seattle. As good as Seattle is in all aspects of the defense, Connor, but you referenced it. Seahawks, are not good against tight ends. They've given the third most receiving yards per game to opposing tight ends. They've given up double-digit fantasy points to a tight end in 3 of the past 4 games. So, Kyle Pitts, come on down. I'm keeping it open on Kyle Pitts. Kirk Cousins to Kyle Pitts. Those are your Atlanta Falcons. Word up.
I'm sure this is going to go great. 3 for 17 coming up.
Yeah. Joshua, Pitts or Kincaid against the Bengals?
Kincaid if he's healthy for me. But
if he's healthy.
The Bengals have been
the
feast of all feasts for tight ends this year.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry had 26 points.
Yeah.
Against
There's a bit of a discourse that the Bengals defense with Joe Burrow has gotten better because they kept the Ravens to 14 points. The Ravens had 5 turnovers in the game. Yeah, if the Bengals can generate 5 turnovers every game, they'll be fine. But one of those turnovers also came at the 1-inch line, so that should get them to 21 points. This is still the worst defense in football.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm not going to buy into that. We do have one more name for keep it open or close it out. Another tight end. Broncos tight end Marcedes Lewis. He's got a great matchup this week, Matthew, against the Raiders. People are talking about the big dog. I think he's 40 years old right now. Can you give him one more ride here with Marcedes Lewis?
See, now, I know Jay wants to say he's done as well, but you sort of think about what Marcedes Lewis is doing here. Geno Smith likes the veteran player. It's a nice matchup. As well, yeah.
Streamer.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it with a straight
He played
face.
20 snaps last time they played the Raiders.
There. Yeah, he's kind of a 6th offensive lineman.
Yeah, he has a 26 pass blocking grade.
Well, I take that back.
By the way, he might be older than 40. It's like death taxes and Marcedes Lewis. He's always out there. It's just he will never go away.
He's actually dead.
41 and turning 42 in May.
There you go.
Yeah.
So older than.
Good for Marcedes Lewis. Brandon De La Torre, I love this show. We love that you love this show. We're here for the laughs. A smidge of fantasy advice with lots of laughs. Let's recap, keep it open or close it out. Baker Mayfield, a top 20 play, but he's a close. He is not in QB1 territory after this slump he's been on. Kenneth Walker stays open at RB16, as does Jalen Warren at RB18. But Woody Marks ends up a close at RB28. Just not a lot of production despite volume. Emeka Egbuka, you probably don't have a better option, so he stays open based on target share at wide receiver 18. Brian Thomas Jr., though, you can close that one out at wide receiver 33. It just hasn't happened this year. And Troy Franklin trending the wrong way in recent weeks. He's wide receiver 40 as the Broncos give Pat Bryant more work, so Franklin's a close. And our tight end, Kyle Pitts, is an open top 10 play. Tight end 8, good matchup against Seattle.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.